Hugh, it's a big one tonight. Number 32, assuming the Eagles stay there, but that might be a bad assumption. They might move up. They might move around. Here's where I'm at. We've talked about so many different players, right? There's been every mock draft we've done seemingly has had a different name. Hugh, as we enter the draft tonight, and before the show ends, I'll give you, and we'll talk about some players we might want and guesses and all that. I don't know what's going to be available. It's very hard to guess at 32 who will be there. Here's what I do know. I want a defensive player tonight. We've had a whole offseason where we've lost all these defensive players. I need the Eagles to select a defensive player tonight. Hugh, I hesitate to ask because we know we're used to an offensive defense. But where do you come down? They've lost so much defense this offseason. Do you need to see the Eagles take a defender in the first round tonight?
Okay, see, I'm not playing semantics because I just want to acknowledge I know what you're asking me, Joe.
Sure you're not.
It's a very simple question.
I'm not playing semantics, and then he's about to play semantics.
I'm not about
to play classic Hugh.
This is
not
unreal.
I understand the question. Okay. But do they need what? Wait a minute, ask me again.
Do the Eagles need to take a defensive player? I need a defensive player tonight. Do you?
They don't need to take one.
Okay.
I don't think they do.
Okay.
It would be nice to take one.
Yeah.
It would be nice to take one. And I know people in the car are swinging at me in the air because they're mad about my take. But I'm just saying, I don't think it would be nice if they took one. They don't need to take one.
No,
Mason Taylor would be nice.
No, hold on.
What?
It'd be nice if the Phillies got a win in Chicago tomorrow. They don't technically on April 25th need to win a baseball game tomorrow.
No,
the Eagles need a defensive player tonight.
I think Hugh needs them to take Mason Taylor.
No,
I know. This is so self-driven.
Last night for the Phillies was a must-win, though, in my opinion.
And they lost. And you see how I act when we don't get what we want?
And they played like it was a must-win. They were trying to win the game. Yeah. Unfortunately, they didn't. But do they need to take it? It would be nice if they did. But it'd also be nice if they took a tight end, too. Mason Taylor. Mm-hmm. Mason Taylor. I'm just saying. When you look at it, never mind. I'm going to keep that.
I don't even need to wait till the end of the show when we try to guess and predict and say who we want tonight. I already know what your answer is.
No,
Mason Taylor Swanti comes to town.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it would be like, listen. It would be nice if Auntie came to town.
You're such a sellout.
Will you allow me to finish?
No!
It would be nice if we got, but I would be even happier if we got like a Mike Green. Mike Green's the defensive end from Marshall that I've been hearing a lot about. So I'm not married to the tight end. I'm not. It would be nice to get a defensive player, but if we got the tight end, there's definitely some perks there too.
All right, so I'm just going to make it very simple for you guys. So tonight ends. We're there at 11:50, and the Eagles get on the clock. And one of these three.
They better pick somebody because if they don't, I've been there all damn day. I would be hot.
That might be the one thing we're all aligned on.
Are you going to make it till midnight?
Wait a minute.
Will you stay awake?
Will I stay awake? I ain't got no choice.
Wait a second. You could doze off by accident.
No, I ain't got no choice. Now, see, I was just talking to you in the break because normally, I take a nap when I get off of work.
Yeah.
But the window. I got a small
There's
window.
No shot he's making.
You might need one, man.
I got a small window, and I was asking Joe. I'm like, so what should I do?
Because
we get off at 2. I might get home at 2:33 at the latest. Mm-hmm. I got to be back in the car by at least 4:30.
Hold on. You're an Eagles Hall of Famer. Go to the link. I'm sure they have a cot somewhere you could sleep on.
You know what I forgot?
In a back room.
You know what I forgot to do, Joe?
They're the Eagles.
I forgot to bring my contact solution. Because I got to take, you know what I mean? I got to take the contacts out. I got to take a nap. I'm blind.
All right, so
this is going to be a rough day.
I'm going to simplify this. So I need a defensive player tonight. So for both of you guys and for everyone out there, 215-592-9494. Do you need a defender tonight? Yes or no? And you'll be okay if tonight Roger Goodell gets to the podium and says, with the 32nd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select whatever his name is, offensive lineman. Tight end, wide receiver.
Oh, not offensive.
It just can't
lineman.
be a guard.
It can't be an offensive line. It can't be an offensive lineman.
Yeah,
so I think we'll rule out running back and quarterback in the first round. So
if it's a receiver or a tight end, I'm okay with it.
They're not taking a guard.
But offensive lineman.
No.
Are you good with offense or do you need defense?
No, they don't. So I'm gonna say the semantics thing.
He said semantics thing.
I'm fine with talking semantics. No, they don't need a defensive player.
Have you seen this depth chart? They need a defensive player.
No, they don't necessarily. I've been very strong on this all offseason. Well, I think it would be fine. I'm not going to freak out to take a defensive player. It'd be fine. There's a good player there. Cool. But no, they don't need it. Like, I'm very adamant this entire offseason that I think no matter what they do, no matter who they take, barring, Abdul Carter, finding a way to move up to get him, the defense is probably going to take a little bit of a step back next season. I've just resigned myself to that reality. They've lost too many pieces for them to, I think, remain the number one defense in football. It's going to take a little bit of a step back. Mm-hmm. I'm not counting on Saquon Barkley to come back and rush for 2,000 yards again. In fact, he probably regresses back a little bit toward the middle of the pack, and that's not to say that I think he's going to fall off a cliff, but I think to count on the production from Saquon and that you're giving him the ball 25 times and you're just going to be able to skate by offensively doing that, I think that's the wrong way to go about it. Like, it might be smart for the Eagles to get another weapon that can catch a pass. Mason Taylor, a tight end that can go up and get Tyler Warren, or even, a fast wide receiver. I don't think that'd be the worst idea in the world. Like, double down on the offense, not only the offense, but the passing offense, just as long as it's not a guard.
Okay, so I understand what you both are saying. I mean, Hugh, we know what he's talking about here. It's about Auntie and then the tight end situation.
It's Eagles first. That's just the side,
Don't lie.
That's just it is. It is. It is. I already got my DM. I'm gonna slide it in and be like, hey, congratulations.
So I think Mason Taylor's going to be a good tight end. Yeah, and we know what you're doing. But am I going to be happy tonight if they create a hole to fill it? Isn't this the same thing as CJGJ? If we dump Dallas Goedert
depends on
to
how
draft
much you
Mason
get.
Taylor?
It all depends on how much you get.
Yeah.
Get a couple draft picks and trade him away and then get another tight end, a more serviceable one. I like Dallas Goedert. I do. And unfortunately for him, the money is playing a big role in this decision.
Yeah.
It's playing a huge role in this decision.
I'm kind of with you there with the creating a hole just to use your best asset to fill it. But, like, what if that guy, Matthew Golden, drops down to 32?
See, you guys, deep down, I know you both want a wide receiver. I mean,
defense is a luxury, Joe.
Oh, don't.
See, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You have enabled people to say that.
They just see it the way they see it for what it is.
He was a visionary.
See, Kyle's missing something.
I have vision.
Kyle's missing something.
Nope, not me.
If they take an offensive player tonight, this guy can't be stopped. They've paid all the offensive guys. You walk in here tomorrow.
I will not.
Peacocking.
Yeah.
Luxury, necessity. Follow the money. Follow
he's not
the
drained
assets.
from staying up till midnight.
If he even wakes up, I know.
Boy,
he
that's
might
a long
sleep
day.
in tomorrow. I need a defense player. 215-592-9494. Let's go to the phone lines here. Do you need a defensive player? Should that be clearly what the Eagles do? Do the Eagles need to take one with their first pick tonight? I think that's where they have to go. Now, if they want to go secondary, if they want to go up front, I'm not married to any particular spot on the defense. I just need another good defensive player. Hugh's good with offense, especially a tight end. Kyle's dreaming on wide receivers. I need some help here.